The spear, that high-risk move. He doesn't care if he hurts himself. And it looks like he's stunned. We have a new Louisiana champion. Boyd Pierce, we have a new Louisiana champion right here on Mid-South Wrestling, Hacksaw Duggan.
Boyd, I know you know, but I want to let all these people out here know the way that Hacksaw Duggan was feeling, because my first match at Mid-South Wrestling, I know you remember, my very first match here, I won that Louisiana heavyweight title, and I'm telling you, when you know that 100 million people or so are seeing you being a champion, a true champion, it's really a great feeling. I congratulate Hacksaw Duggan on that win.
We have the tag team match in the ring now, so let's go for the introduction and rugged action.
And now it's tag team action for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the red corner at 265 pounds from Omaha, Nebraska, the North American heavyweight champion, Ted DiBiase. And his partner at 270 pounds from New York City, the brand new Louisiana heavyweight champion, Hacksaw Duggan. In the blue corner at 221 pounds from Anderson, South Carolina, Ted Allen. And his partner at 250 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Marty Lunde.
Tag team action, Ted Allen in the black tights, and in the aqua trunks is Marty Lunde. And across the ring, their opponents, Ted DiBiase, the North American heavyweight champion, and the Louisiana state title holder. You saw who won it right here last week, Hacksaw Duggan from New York State. Remember, next week's a big showdown, Bob Roop, for the Mid-South Tag Team Championship. It'll be the Junkyard Dog and Mr. Olympia defending against these same two men, Ted DiBiase and Hacksaw Duggan. And, of course, the stipulation, the loser of the fall must leave Mid-South for 60 days.
Well, Boyd, I couldn't help but notice how proud that Ted DiBiase, you know how much he covets that North American title. Jim Duggan proud of that new Louisiana title, and yet they're both putting them on the line next week. I'll tell you in just a minute, this action in the ring is something. Ted Allen moved out on the offensive right there real quick, but DiBiase's got about 50 pounds of weight on him anyway. And, of course, he's not the North American champion by a slouch. I wrestled against him for a long time, and the man is capable. Hacksaw Duggan, a lot rougher around the edges, but in his own way, just as effective. Again, oh, look at that power. He horsed the man up just easy as pie. Ooh, a shoulder breaker. Now, that's not a finishing shoulder breaker, but it is a move that'll really take it out of a man. And Duggan definitely punishing his man now. Body language shows he's a little bit unconcerned right here. I know, again, they're thinking of that big showdown next week. I had to ask Grizzly Smith how he managed to get a match like this signed, and all he would do is give me a big smile and kind of pat himself on the back, because everything's at stake, because the loser of the fall between Ted DiBiase, Hacksaw Duggan, Junkyard Dog, and Mr. Olympia, first of all, the belts are at stake. Ooh, great action here. Again, the belts are at stake. Then no disqualification. The belts are going to change hands. Plus, the loser of the fall has to leave the area for 60 days. Well, if a champion can't defend his belt within 30 days, he has to forfeit it. So if DiBiase lost, he'd also not only leave for 60 days, he'd have to forfeit his North American title. Same for Duggan. Same for Olympia with the Mississippi title. And of course, the Dog has got a lot of prestige, plus those tag team titles. And if he has to leave, let's face it, the man's a superstar. The amount of face he would lose would be tremendous. Everybody in the country would be after him, trying to get a piece of him while he's still around. So again, a lot at match. I can understand. Grizzly Smith just says he's calling it a showdown, and I don't blame him, because there's a lot at stake, and somebody's going to have to show. They show a lot of courage for one thing going into that kind of match, because somebody's going to lose something. Again, back to this match in action. I'm excited about that match next week myself. I'm just glad I'm not in it. But here, Marty Lunde, very impressive build. Young man, obviously in good shape. He and Ted Allen make an effective team. It's obvious that they've tagged together for some time. They complement each other, but again, we're talking about North American champion, Louisiana champion, top contenders for the tag titles, Mid-South tag titles. they're wrestling against a very effective team, DiBiase and Hacksaw Duggan. Now, Ted Allen showing some fire. Well, DiBiase took a few punches, went for when the drop kick came, he simply stepped back out of the way. He's a young man, but a very wily veteran in a lot of ways. Of course, coming up in a wrestling family helps. He was watching wrestling matches when he was 3 years old. Ooh, clothesline. That hurts. DiBiase made me about 2 inches taller last year with that move. Oh, the spear. Fantastic move. That Duggan. This is a powerhouse team. Powerhouse. Next week is going to be something, Boyd.
Hacksaw Duggan and Ted DiBiase priming up for the showdown battle next week for the Mid-South title. We'll be back. Kamala the Ugandan Giant in action after this word from Mid-South.